The real change we're going to see is that in the future, one way or another, users are going to be forced to pay the whole costs of using gasoline, coal, any dirty energy. Carbon will have a price. The atmosphere is no longer going to be a free dump site. So suddenly, we now look at all alternative energy from 2 points of view. One, the economic, and the other, the question of carbon. When we talk about oil these days, we keep hearing this phrase, peak oil, and the notion that suddenly there's going to be this sort of plummeting supply of oil and rapidly rising prices that could throw the economy into great strife. There are entire books written about suburban commuters stranded in their homes because they can no longer drive to work. This isn't going to happen. Peak oil may happen. It may have happened already. It may happen in the next 5 years. Effectively, it just means we're halfway through our oil supply. But as prices increase, so does supply. There's still an enormous amount of oil out there. It's in the form of the Canadian tar sands, lots of deposits of heavy oil. We can turn coal into oil. The Chinese have been doing that for years. Half of the German war effort in World War II was based on liquid fuels derived from coal. So there's lots of places we can still get oil. The problem is they're all more expensive and they're all much dirtier in terms of carbon. I've seen both Samsung and Toshiba showing methanol fuel cells for laptop computers, for MP3 players. They actually provide the kind of electricity, sort of very long-term, longer even than a lithium-ion battery, but not as high current density. But they actually work pretty well for modern laptops and MP3 players. So sooner or later, your laptop and an MP3 player, when it starts running down, you'll just, give it another little dropper of alcohol and it perks right up. I know people like that. We don't call them fuel cells. Even some staunch environmentalists in the United States have begun to say, let's take a second look at nuclear. More significantly, perhaps, Germany. Germany, which several years ago made the commitment to phase out all nuclear by 2020 and has done a great job with wind and a great job with solar, they're beginning to say, maybe we should keep some nuclear in the mix. What the investment community really needs, and I think what all of us really need, is someone to begin to create real metrics to figure out whether an energy solution is cost effective in all of the different ways, including carbon generation. Right now, when you try to compare different energy technologies, everyone uses different metrics, different measuring techniques. You're never comparing apples to apples. So that's something that a lot of investors are interested in and are looking to someone like the Department of Energy or the Bureau of Standards to really come up with some ways that we can quantize what these investments really are producing.